Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at another flip learning project. And in fact, this isn't something I do during the course of the year. This is actually what we do day one, day two. And what this is it's called an entrance activity. Instead of spending the first week or 2 weeks going over review of Algebra 2 when my students come into pre-calculus, or of pre-algebra when my students come into algebra, or same thing in geometry. I even did it in calculus too. I did this with every class. I have them do a pre-calculus entrance activity. And the whole point of the entrance activity is that when they come in, they had a Chromebook lab, kind of Google Apps for Education was somewhat new, so I wanted them using that technology right out of the gate, but I wanted to give them some choice. So their job was to create a 5 to 9 minute demonstration of an Algebra 2 topic in a pre-calculus class. So it's stuff they should already know. We all know they hadn't mastered it quite as well as they think they might have, so there's going to be some things. This is a way to fill in and do that review component without me doing the review component. Half the kids sitting there going, oh, and the other kids sitting there going, okay. So in this case, they are partnered with a classmate. Now, I made a mistake. I did it in groups of 3. I needed to do it in groups of 2 next year. It's reflection, revision, redo it. Some class time will be given, but more will be expected outside of class. I gave them really pretty much in class, but sometimes you don't want to promise them all that. They will present, because the whole point of what I wanted to set up is that my class is not a set and get. My class is a present and share, okay? So presentation, homework is preparation for presentation. That's what we're looking at. Learning is preparation for presentation, because if you can share it, you know it. Now, with that, I told them here's the rubric of how it's going to be graded. It was a little loosey-goosey for the first year. I'm going to tighten that up for next year. Gave them some hints, told them creativity, this is good. I want you to use all sorts of tools. Be more creative than my videos. Use every little thing. And they would be assigned randomly one of these topics. And their topics, and then I give them a set of subtopics. Basically, I made sure that each one was enough to fill 5 minutes without going over too badly. So once they've done that, they were to put it together. Some kids did some crazy examples. They did screencasts. Some did a PowerPoint. Some did an in-class presentation because they wanted to do it live. Some kids did videos. One team did a Zaption, and they put it together that way. But in all cases, they submit it using a Google form. And then I was able to post to the class and basically curate all their videos to be a class catalog of these review topics. So their classmates made a catalog in a library of Algebra 2 topics for them to use the remainder of the year as they needed. I had them review each other, review the team, review how they feel they did. But then I had them do peer review. They had to review, I had 3 different classes of pre-calculus, so they had to review the other 2 classes of their topic. So whatever topic there was, they had to review, say, 3rd hour and 5th hour, even though they were in 7th hour. So they did that. I even put the peer review results up so everybody could get them. I got rid of the names, kept the privacy stuff, but that way people could see. Want to make sure we also began right out of the gate learning positive and constructive critique. Now, with that, I also allowed them to critique me. I gave them an exit survey. There was a little bit of their reflection. What did you learn? What did you know? What do you know better? But also, what can I do better? You tell me how to make this a better process and a better project. And try to build that this is a team environment. This is a work in progress, but this is not a sit and get. This is a you must know it. I'll throw some examples up of some of the projects. They were awesome, and we didn't have to sit for a week or 2 weeks and do review. It was really positive. I got some very good feedback, and if nothing else, it set the standard for the rest of the year.